All right, guys, what is going on? Welcome to this week's bloodbath, dude. Oh my goodness gracious. Things are looking pretty nasty out there. Pretty nasty. 3% lower, 3.5% lower, excuse me, for the Nasdaq. A little over 2% for ES, a little over 1% for the Dow Jones. So Dow finally made a new low. It was Dow was not, let me go over there for just a minute. Dow was not making a new low of day for a while, and then it finally did during lunch. Lunch gave it all up. Dow was like, finally I'll submit and go lower. So that's cool. But yeah, absolute massacre today. We'll talk about it. We'll discuss it. We will discuss it. Let's see. What's good, Robert 2020? Blessed to see 27 today. Very nice. Very nice. Happy birthday. Drop some birthday emojis for Robert. What's good, Naruto, Eberneth, Mason, Monkey, Amin, Zokjo, Marshall, MJ, Toby, Shay, Nikki, Hotshot, Pips. What up? What's good? Willow, Natasha. Anyone else hopping on? Anyone else that is hopping on? So we did not get what I wanted today. I'll tell you that. Last night, okay, I meant to say that this was for the daily time frame, or at least a 1 hour, not a 1 minute time frame. But for on a daily perspective, I was like, hey, we seem bullish here, meaning like today I wanted to see higher pricing. And then I said, if I'm wrong, I'll be proven wrong quickly, which means we need to go up immediately, or I'm wrong in the assumption that it's going to go higher. So if we look at that, right, we see what today is done. It's like a FAFO Friday, but on a Monday. First down the funded and smacked a nice 3-1. Day one of $200 or more complete. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Was good, Leon. Was good, Alexandra. So pre-market low taken at 833. So that was a couple minutes after our equities open. And so this is where, to me, like today, that's where I started to notice, like, all right, things might be shaky today. Things might be a little weird. So what happens is we have an imbalance right at 830. We have another one at 832. So the rule about first presentation is that 830 can't be it. So it has to be 832. Now, I haven't seen a whole lot of history with that as far as studying the first presentation for ES. And yeah, so there's that. All right. So what happens is we do get a somewhat of an inversion model here. I think it looks kind of shitty. That's not something that I would take personally. So we rally, and I'm looking at this, right? Because again, I've already tweeted it. I was expecting higher pricing. So it's like, okay, if this is going to be a mitigation, then this should hold to go higher, right? It doesn't. So we come back into the first presentation. We rally, there's a small imbalance right here too. Gives it up. Okay. So what happens is the highest up close candle gets traded through to become an inversion. The inverted mitigation here, if you extend it to both like it should be, we trade through that here, and then it becomes the larger inversion, smaller one inside of it, then we continue lower. So typically I like to mark just the highest candle, but I've always taught that it's the lowest. I mean, it's I was reading your message. It's consecutive candles. So we end up again trading through that Friday, March 7th. So that's last week's low, basically. Previous day's low as well, even though it's Monday. On Monday's previous day high and low is Friday's high and low. Okay. So then immediately we trade right down there. And we have not stopped since then. So we continue. We get somewhat of a measured move here. Rallied back above March 7th's low. And then we just give that up and continue. And we have continued lower on the day. So one thing that I also shared in the Discord today was SPY. Okay. There's like I'm pretty sure there's a spider somewhere and he's like making webs and shit. I gotta find him. Like, it's so stupid. I have a tripod and he's like set up over there somewhere. I'm about to go get his ass. I thought he was crawling on me for a second. Either that or I have schizophrenia. Either way. 56517. 56517. Those two lows here. Okay, that's the lowest one. And then there's a gap right here as well. The remaining portion that's left over of the sell side delivery that we didn't get is here to here. Does that make sense? So we have basically low resistant lows as well as this gap here. So that's where these levels come from. Okay. And that I basically shared that in the Discord right before we got there. And that's why I was saying something like, I don't think ES is done, right? Like, I don't think ES is done selling off, because if SPY were to go down here, then obviously ES is going to trade lower as well. And so again, we see that, right? So we saw that. We didn't get those lows on Friday of last week. We basically got like a Friday reversal, which is normal on a down week, right? And so today, yeah, gapped lower. We traded a little bit above the open, right? And then absolutely dominated lower. And let me just make sure. Just so you guys know, okay? Those are your levels there. So when we drop down to a smaller time frame for SPY, this makes a little bit more sense. You guys good with that? You see what I mean here? Like, that was a run on Friday's low, but it doesn't trade below the daily lows until a little bit later. And so that's how basically you can expect a continuation, right? On those smaller time frames. It has a higher time frame objective to get to. So why would it reverse here? It doesn't. So now, I mean, today's pretty bad. All right. For longs at least. And trying to pick a bottom on days like today is not something I'd recommend to do. However, we have multiple lower lows. We traded into the low end of that gap. We might be able to do something here. Maybe. But if we're framing something on the upside, what would it be? I traded the inversion of the 5-minute inversion on NQ. Them things keep hitting. Man, TP was at the lows. Nice. What the fuck is today? Monday? There was something I mentioned this weekend. Or last week, dude. I can't remember shit. I can't remember. It was something along the lines of, hey, I probably should have incorporated. Oh, there we go. That was the 8th. That was Saturday. Okay. All right. So Saturday the 8th, I said, I think inverted concepts were something I probably should have gone over more when I was with IM, right? It looks like there's a lot of understanding among the students when I meant to say putting them together with normal concepts and targeting liquidity. Is that just me, or do you see it too? And obviously, you know, some of you guys had a few things to say, which is great. But now that we're here and there's 50 of you on here, drop a like on the stream. If you could, I'd appreciate that. What do you guys think? Are you liking not just the inversion model, I would say, but are you liking inverted concepts? And while you do that, this is also something on the daily as well. Just an imbalance over here. Now, mind you, this is the March contract, and that data is from September, so it's a little old. September 11th. What a day that is. So we're in the middle of that. Okay. One of you shared 20,156 as clean highs, and I did agree. Like, that to me, it's consolidation. Sunday's gap as well. Like, that's not bad. But remember, if we're going to target liquidity on the upside, it's got to be bullish, obviously. And today had a different direction, basically. So I don't think we're going to be able to get there today. The market would have to trade higher by a lot. And that's just probably not going to happen. I didn't see the inverted concept stuff till I really looked for it. You know, it's pretty much with every concept, Mason. But I would agree. I would agree. Inverted concepts vastly expanded my understanding of price action back in 2022 and onward, says Naruto. Very nice. And now that I see it, I can't unsee it, says Mason. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Once you see it, you cannot unsee it. So, and that's why I show you shit like this. Because it's like, you would never think that something like this was available. You're like, oh, why would you short that? What about those up candles or whatever? I mean, sure, that's part of it. But if you don't understand why it should trade down here, then you're done. And then this is also the macro as well. All right, that took forever. There's your 9 o'clock macro, right? What did we do? Imbalance to liquidity. What's one of them laws? The law of delivery, I think. There's 4 ways that price moves, right? One of them is what? Imbalance to liquidity. Imbalance to liquidity. What does a macro typically deliver to? An imbalance and or liquidity. Boom. Not fucking difficult. It's just difficult if you try to go long in a bearish market. Yeah, that doesn't work. That does not work. So yeah, no, that I think was very, very clean and crispy for downside. Oh yeah, that's right. We're talking about inverted concepts here. Inverted mitigation here, and then this is hindsight because I didn't even look at this earlier. But now that we had that and all this shit here, that ends up becoming like a normal mitigation play to go lower. So that's interesting. That is interesting. But yeah, mitigation over here as well. And then I would even say, I was looking at this earlier, right here during lunch. I don't know if Cameron's in the chat. There's a gap right there, inverted gap model. All right, entry, stop. That'd be like 5 points, give or take. That's a volatile ass fucking day. Easy. 1 to 2. Equal highs right here too. You see that? Look at that. That's the exact inverted. Well, I call it the inversion model, but it's the inverted imbalance, basically, or the inverted gap. It's the same. The model's the same. The concepts are different. One's a gap, one's an imbalance. They're different, but they act the same way. Right? Last gap, on the way lower. We're below previous low. We've got equal highs here. Done. So that obviously would have been like a super scalp on the day. But other than that, I don't really see too many inversions here. Oh shit. Sorry. That might have been. Not really. Not really. Helps me to become more patient as well, says MJ. Willow said, I love inverted concepts using risk management. It's beautiful. Of course. Gotta have risk management. Might get clapped trading the original concept, but if it don't work, the market only goes up or down. Sure. Consolidation, but for the most part. When you have the macro time frame pulled up, are you pulling the trigger at that time, or is it an extra confirmation, or is it like the highest probability in going your way? Macros, again, they're just time windows. It's the last 10 and the first 10 minutes of every hour. So they're 20-minute intervals. So for example, the 12 o'clock macro would be 11:50 to 12:10. It's basically like 12:11, because I would count the 2:10-minute, I guess, but you get what I'm saying. They're time windows. Okay? Every hour. 9, 10, 11, 12. And then by the end of this stream, we usually end the stream like watching the macro anyway. You know? So it's just part of the time pricing context formula, excuse me. So the law of high probability, time price context. So anyway, again, I don't want to pick a low. I don't want to try and, a day like this, I don't want to try and do that. But if I was, I'm not. But if I was, I would see what we're going to do here. And yeah, that 9 o'clock has no wick on it. I think one of you asked about that earlier. You'd be right. Told you it's a weird day. It's a weird day. It's not, I'm not saying it's a bad day, right? Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just difficult, or at least it was difficult for me today. And if I don't do anything in the PM session today, I'll probably end the day on a small loss. So not a big deal, and not every trading day is a winning day, right? I take losses too. You know what I mean? So there's that. We see it. Mitigation in and of itself is an inverted. Oh my God, Naruto. What the fuck? An inverted in close candle, down close. What the fuck? Oh, is this like Inception, bro? What are we doing here? Maybe we'll talk about that after I get funded. Yeah, I don't know what you're smoking, Naruto. I'm not sure. Willow, what did you give Naruto, bro? Did you give him the good stuff? What's going on here? It's a piece to the puzzle. Yeah, see? Inception, dude. Dankest of the dank. I can't take y'all fucking nowhere, dude. Can't do nothing with you guys. Can't do nothing. All right. We'll see if that becomes an inversion. But again, I'm not trying to pick today's low of the day. I don't see any. What is this, dude? What the fuck? What is that? And all of this in here. This is. I can't do anything with that, bro. Which means we may not have made a low of the day. But if I was a gambler, you know what I mean? If I was like, yo, let's hop into something because we're fucking bored, this would be it. That would be it right here. Now, don't take that as an idea, okay? Don't say, oh, John told me to long. I didn't fucking tell you that. I said if I was a gambler addict, you know, trying to pick something to get into, you know. Well, 1 to 2, I guess, like right here. I would do something like that, right? But I'm not a gambler. At least I don't try to be. Sometimes I do dumb shit. I think we all do. Dude, that man, oh man, dude. I didn't want to bring this up today. I ain't gonna lie to you, Chad. That shit, I almost shit myself the other day, bro. Right outside my neighborhood, okay, when you leave the neighborhood, there's a big curve, right? Because we got lakes and shit. And a golf course too. Not to flex or anything, but we have that. Anyway, so there's a big curve. And in part of that curve, there's a very small driveway. It's enough for like one car. That's it. Because it goes into like this little bricked area where I guess they control the water and pumps and stuff for the lakes. Fuck if I know. I've never been back there. But you know me, I'm driving home. I ain't gonna lie to you, chat. I was zooming, all right? I was fucking zooming. I ain't gonna lie to you. I knew how fast I was going. I ain't gonna tell you. And obviously on a curved road, you can't see what's on the other side. It's a curve. You can't see it. And this fucking retard was parked in the driveway, and he had a van. And he had the back of the van open, and the dude is like, I don't know what he's doing back there in his trunk. I mean, it all happened so fast, okay? So obviously I swerve into the other lane to avoid turning the guy into a fucking pancake. You know what I'm saying? It ain't 10 points. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, I swerve into the other lane. Immediately saw oncoming traffic. Had to whip it back into my lane, bro. Yeah. So I missed the head-on collision by like that fucking much. Look. Your heart ever skipped a beat, chat? You ever had that happen? Your heart just ever skipped like several beats, bro? I was like, God, man. I was like, son of a bitch. I sat in my driveway for like 5 minutes. I was like, this motherfucker really almost, you know what I'm saying? Let me just take that off. I just want to make sure that we're watching something like this. Oh yeah, Dow's lower too. Today's fucked. Trying to go long today is fucked. Insurance would have not liked that one. No, they wouldn't have. I probably would have made some shit up. I probably would have been like, nah, he was dancing in the middle of the street like an idiot. I don't know. I would have lied like a motherfucker. Did your life flash before you? No. No, it didn't. I can tell you that fucking car's track ready, though. I tell you that fucking much. I wasn't even in Z mode. I wasn't even in sport mode, bro. Yanko said, I wanted to ask you why you left IM back in the day. You know what's funny about that? You know what's funny about that? Story time. Can we have a story time real quick as we watch the shitty indices today? Can we do that? Drop some ones if you guys want some story time. I'll tell you the truth. Okay? You ready for this shit? So let's see. November, December of 2022. I think so. Yeah, anyway. So December 2022, I messaged corporate and I said, hey, no, Omar, I'm just watching NQ. I'm absolutely not in this trade. But I said, we're going to study some inversion stuff today. And I said, if I was trying to gamble and pick a low, this would be it. But I'm not a gambler. And I told you guys not to trade this either. I just want something to watch while I tell you a story. Okay. So December 2023 or 2022, I messaged corporate. I sent them an email. I said, hey, this is my 2 weeks. You know, like it's been great, it's been cool, whatever. But you know, this is my 2 weeks, right? Very professional, very, very professional. And in the email, I don't know if I said this back in the day or not. I think I did. But anyway, I went on the website and my channel was taken down. Now, mind you, I said, hey, keep it up though. I said, please keep it up for the students that paid for this month. You know, keep it up for like 6 months. Let people catch up. There's fucking 200 damn episodes, you know. Just leave it up. But I want to be done. And within a couple of hours, shit was gone. You go on the website, no channel 96. Rest in peace. And even a few students reached out to me. Oh, John, I was in the middle of watching whatever episode and the shit disappeared. I refreshed my screen, shit's gone. What happened? I was like, you got fucking rugged. That's what happened. you got fucking rugged. So about a week or two went, I don't remember what the timeline is, honestly, because that happened so long ago, but a couple days or a week or two went by, and I'm having conversations. Appreciate that, Yanko. I'm having conversations with, I ain't gonna name names, but we were having conversations, and they were saying, hey, we want you to stay, you have all this good feedback and all this shit, whatever. And they were like, and we also want to give you an SFX channel. We want to give you a second channel. So you can have your FRX shit, you can have your SFX shit, you can have 2 channels. I'm like, fucking wonderful, that's great. So they never cut the pay either. They kept paying me, which was cool. I'll get more into that in a minute too. So another month or two rolls by, and that's probably gonna get stopped. Another month or two roll by, and still no SFX channel. Still no pay raise. I finally got a pay raise like a little bit before I left. New low there, new low there, new low there. That's fucked. All right. What was I saying? It's hard for me to fucking multitask. Oh yeah. So never got my pay raise until way later. Never got my second channel. None of that shit. So I messaged corporate and said, hey, do we have permission to monetize our YouTube? They said yes. I said, are you sure? Are you positive that we can monetize YouTube? They said yes. I said, okay, great, cool. And that is when I had already hopped back on this YouTube channel and I had the memberships. Y'all remember the first one? It was like $5 or $10 a month. It was like tier 1, 2. And then eventually I made this one. But some of you probably remember. So I don't know, a couple of days later, I basically got fired. In short, no more channel. Shit was gone. I'm like, Jesus Christ, they took it down again. I was like, you fuckers. So you promised me an SFX channel, never got it. You promised me a pay raise, which came like fucking 2 years too late. You know what I'm saying? And then you take my channel down the first time like a douchebag, and then the second time you take it down, and then like that was it. So basically I got fired. Basically I got fired. Now mind you, I was already trying to leave. I tried to leave. They begged me to stay. I said, okay, fine, I'll stay. And then like 2 months later, they fired me. I'm like, okay, not a big deal. Been on YouTube. You want to know the craziest part? I wasn't even going to tell you this. You want to know the craziest part of this whole fucking thing? They forgot to check the payroll for a fucking long ass time, bro. So I knew they were mad as a bitch too. Cause your boy got paid. I ain't gonna tell you how long for, but those motherfuckers forgot. So whatever. But that's how that went. Yeah, so that was nice. I was getting paid for quite some time. Quite some time. I'm not getting paid no more. But bro, your boy was on that gravy train for a minute. Oh shit. Anyways, so hopefully you guys like my stories. I mean, I don't they're not the best, but That's how it went down. Literally, that's how it went down. But I will tell you this. When they rebranded last year, that was last year, right? I don't really keep up with everybody. There's a whole lot of shit going on. And the more you not trade, the less you're fucking trading, right? So when they rebranded again for like the 704th fucking time, the videos that were on the website already had to get taken down and the content had to be remade. So when I lost 200 hours, or roughly maybe like 150, 160, there was some episodes I skipped for some reason. I don't know why I did that. Let's just say 150 hours of episodes, okay? If you fast forward another 2 years, bro, there would have been 300 episodes. 350 episodes. And to lose something like that, I would have quit either way. And then I would have been right back on this YouTube channel here today anyway. Y'all just wouldn't have been gold snipers yet. So yeah, it's a real shame, you know, what the industry has become, what it is, what it currently is, and it just baffles me when I see, you know, people talk about leadership. Oh, but leadership this, where the fuck was the leadership when I was there, bro? Where was it, bro? Now you want to talk about leadership? You lose 90% of your fucking income. Now you want to talk about leadership? Bro. Like, what the fuck, man? Are you still with the new company? So I didn't want to get back into the industry. I still really don't. But I wanted to come back to teach leadership and personal development. So we ended up, like, I wasn't signed on yet, but I basically was like, okay, we'll, you know, join economy. And then, listen, there was some court documents that came out, allegations all over the fucking place, alimony, divorces, fucking shares dilution, hostile take, all this fucking bullshit. And I was just like, all right, this ain't it either. So economy wasn't the move. So there was a couple of people that reached out to me that they were like, hey, John, we could connect you with people over at Gifu if you wanted. And I'm like, thanks, but I'm good. So, right now I'm in the process of, I guess, being put on another platform at a different MLM. So I don't know. That's been in the works for I don't know how fucking long, like months. So am I part of the industry? Am I not part of the industry? Who fucking knows, bro? Who knows? Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I don't know. Who really knows anything? Who knows anything? We are getting dangerously close to that 420 level, dude. We are getting very close to that 420 level. We might get there, we might not. I don't know. But it is possible. Just didn't like how they constantly push us to recruit. That's not what I had signed up for. Or your YouTube channel will stay up even if you start with a new company. So that is my only stipulation. That was the only stipulation that I had for working with others that didn't work out, and then with however many MLMs it is at this point. That's my only stipulation. Is I don't leave YouTube and my schedule doesn't change. So still gonna live stream here 4 times a week for free. I might change that schedule in the future, but if I do, that'll be on my own. You know, like if I want to drop Friday stream or some shit, you know, that will eventually probably happen. It may not be anytime soon, but I just feel like eventually Friday's stream will probably just let that go. But YouTube, I will never delete YouTube. Never. It won't happen. You could write a blank check. You could write a check. John, we'll give you fucking $1 million. No, fuck you. Look at this 420 level. Look at this 420 level. Are we going to get it? Or not? But yeah. You can't, certain things can't be bought, bro. You can't buy character. You can't buy morals. You can't buy ethics. You can't really buy leadership. It can't be done. So how about you write that fucking shit down? You know what I mean? So I may not be the best leader, you know, sometimes I do cuss a little bit, or I might go a couple above the speed limit, maybe, you know, it's possible. What do you expect? It's very smooth. It's hard to tell how fast you're going, okay? It's just how it is. And I'm sure if you ever buy a fucking sports car, you'll notice the same shit too. Because it doesn't take long to go from 0 to 60. Allegedly. And you'll find out too. But I still try. And people always come first. And that's the problem. They didn't put people first. They put profits first. And I don't care how many times a lot of them were saying people over profit. Actions speak louder than words. You can say whatever you want. Nobody gives a fuck. People see what you do. They'll believe what you say. But as soon as your actions don't align with your words, you're done. You're fucking done. That's why everybody left. So, yeah. Y'all know Alex Morton left recently too, right? Went over to GFU as well. How the fuck does that happen? How do you have like the most sought after MLM individual on fucking planet Earth? Right? He's like the most popular MLMer like ever. You know what I'm saying? The dude is like Michael Jordan of MLM, you know? Or something like whatever they fucking said. How do you fumble that? How do you fumble that, bro? How? Leadership. I wrote an article years ago and said, hey, why businesses rise and fall or some shit like that. And I said it's all because of people. Every business, every organization, everything, it has one thing in common. Well, probably more than one thing in common, but at a most fundamental level, the most biggest thing everything has in common is people. How do you treat people? That's what matters. You treat people like shit, you get rebrands, you get people leaving, you get people complaining, you get people making fucking YouTube videos, right? Why I left this, why I joined that, blah, 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 blah. Scan this, on that. You ever seen a video about me? Why I left the SMS community. You ain't never fucking seen no video like that. You ain't never seen no dumbass video like that. Not a fucking one. And I stand on that, baby. I fucking stand on that. We've been here 2 years, bro. Oh, did you hear that fucking John Phibbs scandal? You ain't never heard no shit like that. Oh, John Phibbs this, John. You ain't never heard that, bitch. Never. Not a one fucking time. Not a one. No, you didn't, Nikki. No, you didn't. John Phibb and scandals never goes in the same sentence. Never has been. Never has been. People used to say he would never leave IM. Yeah. He never left. Until he left. So. You still ain't get your hoodie. Well, I take that up with whoever you bought it from. I mean, that shit is from whoever that third party is. That ain't my shit. What, you think I got hoodies just stacked up over there like a pile of dirty clothes? No. Like when you buy one, like I go and grab it, throw that bitch in the UPS store or some shit. That's all what do they call it? Drop. That's all drop shit, bro. That's not me. You think I got time to sit there and do that? We got to 422. That's a scam. We got scammed. Thank you, Stephanie. And I agree. That's the only reason I went to events, was to meet you guys, to meet people in person. That was fun. No, Cameron, you know, they're pretty much staying with that company, so nothing against it. I don't hate them for it. They're still my boys. We're still good friends. We are still good friends. You know, friendships and shit goes beyond, you know, bullshit ass companies. It goes beyond all that dumbass shit. Hoodies and books are all over my room. How would you know, Nikki? How would you know? I got a couple. There's a couple books in here. I won't lie to you. There's a few. There's a few. Anyway, I don't have anything else for you, chat. If I was a gambling man, if I was a gambling man, you know, I should teach you the what is it called? Remember that one time we did the 1, 2, 3 formation, but then we went like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 7 lower lows formation or some shit. That's pretty much what we got today. You know? All right, our 13th lower low. This has got to be the last one, right? And then boom, it makes a 14th low. You're just like, Jesus. Don't fight the trend, baby. Don't fight the trend. Fabian said, greetings from Swissy. Smart Money Hour. Very nice. That's Dennis's thing, isn't it? Dennis. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. How are you guys doing over there? You guys taking good trades and shit or what? Are y'all taking good trades? Oh man, I need another energy drink, chat. I'm tired. Woke up early today. Let's see, it's 1 o'clock. Almost 1 o'clock. Okay. I'll tell you what. This will be the last thing. Because we're kind of dropping off in viewers too. It's fine. Go to my Instagram story and follow that page, Stoic Day Trader. And also follow the pages that I collaborated with. Like Trade Stoic FX. What is that? What do you think that is? I had a break for a couple of months. How would your best way to really get into everything again? To get back in sync, you probably have to give it a few days. At least a week, probably. I wouldn't go back into live trading, or if you're funded, I wouldn't trade a funded account either. I would stick with demo, spend some time on the weekly, daily time frame, and then drop down to the smaller time frame. What do you guys think that is, though? Any guesses in the chat? Oh yeah, that's right. Well, appreciate that. You could always join the membership. I'm not like a big salesman, bro. I'm not like super big on sales. You know what I mean? I'm just really not. So I always forget about like promoting and stuff like that. But yeah, you can join the membership. It's $25 a month. You get a bunch of shit, including the Discord. Naruto says, I see a trusted Forex broker. Have you connected the dots yet? Think about it. Think about it, chat. We are what? Smart Money Stoics. Right? Smart Money Stoics. What do you think Stoic FX is? Naruto says it's a trusted Forex broker. Well, that's in the description, yeah. Let's think about that, chat. Let's think about that. December. What the fuck am I saying? December. January. Bought the car of my dreams, basically. 2025 Corvette. February, I dropped the longest video of my YouTube ever. A little over 2 hours, right? The 48 laws of trading. And then I said, wait until you see what March has to offer. I told you I was going to make this year my bitch. Brand new sports car January. Longest video, most valuable in my opinion video ever in February. March, Stoic FX. So with that being said, we'll cut it here. Open of a new hour. That 420 level is dangerously close. So obviously that's just like a, you know, troll thing. But yeah, do me a favor, follow those pages. I will be posting a lot moving forward on those pages. So make sure you do that. It would be greatly appreciated. All right. So with that, I will see you guys again. Oh, I don't have the thing down here. I will see you guys again tomorrow, the 11th, for the next live stream right here on YouTube. Same time, same place.